Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Well, viewer, you probably have heard of a little show called Arcane, and if you haven't, it's an animated series about the origin stories of various champions from League of Legends, which recently began releasing its second and final season. I wanted to do some fan art for the show today, so I'm going to be drawing Caitlyn Kiramman and sharing some of my thoughts on her character. So, at the time of recording this, only Act 1, aka the first 3 episodes of Season 2, has been released. So this art is going to be based on that. But when this video comes out, the next 3 episodes, or Act 2, will be out. I guess I should say, spoilers ahead if you haven't seen the first act yet. Save this video to watch later and come back after you've seen it. So, Season 1 ended with Jinx blowing up the council meeting, and in the first episode of Season 2, we find out that Caitlyn's mom was one of the counselors that did not survive. The rest of the episodes really follow how Caitlyn reacts to her grief, and the actions she takes because of it. While Season 1 Caitlyn seemed to want peace with the Undercity, in Season 2, we start to see how easily she can turn against them. Caitlyn is a woman who grew up with privilege and is really not used to having to suffer loss the way someone like Vi or anyone from the Undercity is. When she loses her mother, she doesn't know how to handle it and reacts with anger and a lust for revenge. On the other hand, Vi is someone who has experienced a lot of loss but has never had the chance to truly mourn. After losing her parents, she had to become a strong leader for her sister and the other kids she grew up with. When she lost her second family, she was immediately arrested and thrown into an unfamiliar environment. Though her experiences make it so that she should understand what Caitlyn is going through, she doesn't know how to comfort her. Of course, it's not Vi's responsibility to manage Caitlyn's feelings, and Caitlyn's actions are her own. Her privilege makes it very easy for her to turn her grief on others, and her determination for revenge, unfortunately, makes it very easy for others to manipulate her, using her influence and power within the community to hurt others. A lot of her actions in these first 3 episodes are undoubtedly bad, gassing the Undercity, taking risky shots that endanger innocent lives. The last episode of Act 1 ends with Caitlyn doubling down on the fascism, taking up the title of general under the influence of Ambessa, and preparing to lead Piltover into a war with Seaon. But she'll probably be getting her redemption arc in the next 2 acts, but I'm afraid not before she gets much worse. I just hope the story handles it well, and her redemption is really earned from both the characters in the show and the audience. I guess by the time this video comes out, we'll know a bit more, but let me know in the comments what you think about Caitlyn's arc and your thoughts on the season so far. So let's take a look at the actual drawing I'm finishing now. I chose a more painterly style in honor of the Arcane art style, even though I personally don't think I'm very good at it. I reference a few scenes from Act 1, namely the tree with the purple leaves that Caitlyn used to visit with her mother and her election as general. I really wanted to lean into the grief aspect represented by the falling purple leaves, one of them obscuring her eyes, indicating that her grief is blinding her. The general cloak is pushed into the background in a sort of ghostly image to symbolize the image that others are projecting onto her and literally dressing her in. I settled on a red background, the color of anger and passion, and also the blood she has or is willing to spill. Well, this has been my Caitlyn Kiramman character commentary, along with my Applying Lessons from High School English class video. If you enjoyed listening to me ramble, subscribe and leave a comment on what other kinds of videos you want to see. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at CaitlynVerse to see more of my work. Thanks for watching. Bye.